Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe and this is Manor Lords. It took me 4 tries to get here, but I think I finally figured out how not to die in the second winter. Let's pause the game, because we're doing okay right now. But there's one thing that the guide tells you. The developers gave me a little piece of paper that says, hey, this is how you start, blah, 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 like 18 pages of PowerPoint. I actually read it all. There's one line in there that says something along the lines of, don't expand too fast. And I was just like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. Guess what? I tried a couple times to continue from here, and every single time we ran out in the winter and people started leaving. I was just like, I kind of barely survived every time, but it never felt like the right thing to do. So I want to show you how not to make the same mistakes. And we're close to making this mistake. So this is a great place to actually pause and let you know what's going on. First things first, we have someone complaining, and that someone is family requests more market area for their stall, trading post, forage hut, dyer's workshop. Okay, well, apparently this small marketplace is now full. That's our problem. So we can fix that. And yes, I have the game paused very much on purpose. Let's fix it. And you fix it very simply by just giving our residential buildings a new marketplace. And I like the idea of having the market stall just next to the church. I don't know if this is perfect or not, but it gives us that much. I actually want 2 rows of market stalls. 3 rows is too much. No, just like 2. But it gives me like different snap points. Stab it. This is what I wanted, kind of. Yeah, there's there's technically one at the very bottom here. Can I just get 2? Close. You're very close, buddy. Maybe that one? No. Why are you so finicky? Just let me do 2 rows. No, I don't want that single one down here. It doesn't really matter. Do this. That should give you enough room. And now that we have that one built, we can say we no longer want this one, so they can just move over and figure that out. Good enough so far. Here's the thing that I figured out. We have these houses. Let's unpause the game because no, yes, no. Okay, not unpausing it yet. We have these houses. We are going to unpause because it's prettier and I want to get out of the rain. We have these houses. They're technically providing for themselves. Because if you look at our resources, we have no meat right now, which means the hunter is not doing what it's supposed to, but we have 12 veggies and 29 eggs. Those come from these houses. And with that much, we have food for 11 months for our current population. That's important. The current population. I asked, there's no statistic for how much these provide. At least at this point, and well, they couldn't tell me effectively, and I was just like, okay, I guess that's what it is. But I do know that if I upgrade right now and get too much stuff done, not too much stuff done, if I upgrade right now the houses that we have to the bigger housing units that we could have, I will run out of food very, very quickly, because currently we don't have a good source of renewable food. What is that? Farms. Farms are relatively good at that. And if you look at the old guides from 2022, they all say, infinite food, this is your food hack, all these things. Yeah, they fixed that. you can no longer get as much food as you actually feel like getting. So you actually have to handle it in your city. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm turning all the houses off that don't have space for their own food production, besides these few in the center here, because they already have someone living there. I don't think they care too much if I disable them. There's one, and then yeah, there's just one house already empty here, or still empty. We have 21 families, 24 spots available, and that's fine. But yeah, this is the thing that effectively killed me before, was you couldn't do it. It wasn't working. How are you guys doing? You haven't really started spreading your food around yet, and that's fine, but the markets are showing up. And the supply that was in the rain, it's talking about these guys, because I destroyed the market while it was raining. That wasn't very smart, but never claimed to be. So what we need to do to survive is make sure that and I want to show something, timber 9, okay, is make sure that we produce enough food. That's the first thing. And what I want to do is just keep up our production, which costs a little bit of money, but is totally worth it. So let's do 2 more carrots, because we had a lot of eggs already, and we have still 62 money. So what is the difference here? You cost 15, you cost 25. Get one extra chicken coop. We have 34 still sitting there. Yeah, we're going to do the last one. This is just to give us extra chances for surviving the next winter, to have enough food so that we can actually keep growing. Because, yeah, as you can see, we're already at this size. And I don't want to grow too much faster, but we only have currently one person unassigned and not working, which is also not great. So don't get confused there. But this is fine. The next thing, so they added all the stalls that we needed. The next thing that we need is to reorganize our city a little bit, because yes, our farms, we're too late. It's July. We can't do anything with the farm right now, so let's leave that alone. Oh, and I also figured out, and you probably already knew that Emmer is wheat. I didn't know that for reasons. But Emmer is wheat, and we have a really good plot right here. And yeah, that's the wheat field that has the best fertility right now. Something that I want to do next year is probably... brings back lost fertility. No, that's all fine. Next year, we're going to concentrate on this farm to actually produce something, but right now they're not doing anything, so we can leave that alone. Also, I didn't realize that the pasture inside the sheep farm has space, so that's cool. I don't even know if we need this pasture the way that it is, but we have it, so that's fine. These houses are stupid because they... oh no, they did have a little bit of room for this. However, I was also told that the size of the plot of land that the house has a lot of influence on how much they produce. Still no statistics about how much it is. If it's double the size, does it produce double the amount? Maybe. But these houses that sit over here just don't have enough room. Plus, we really don't have money to do much. So we're going to have to wait on that. And that's fine. Market stall. Are you... yes, you're reaching different areas. I need to make sure that they actually can get food everywhere where they are. Oh, and then this one. I almost forgot about that. Dyer's Workshop. You currently are taking a lot of our berries, and I don't want you to do that anymore. So I want you to just pause. Cool. And when I pause it, the person actually goes with them, and we have all the workers that were in the farm and other places. So that's good. Nice. We're in a better place now than we were 7 minutes ago. So that's good. And as you can see, I'm actually slowing the game down, which is very weird for me. Let's look at our rations. We have food for 8 months. That already went down a lot. We just looked at it, it said 11 months. Now it says 8 months. I don't know if that's early access problems in math or something else, or what's going on, because I don't think we had one family, a new family started moving in, and one family member joined. That's not a lot of people for taking 3 months of food away, but it is what it is. So that's what we have to deal with. But the bigger problem right now is our fuel. We only have 5 months more fuel. And for that, we just have to assign a couple extra people here. We're already next to the forest, so they should be okay. We just got to give them what they need. Hunters, they are getting what they can, and our animals are down to 5, so you really can't increase their workload a lot, so that's fine. Let's look at our resources. We don't have a lot of timber, and actually this logging camp is starting to be in an area where it can't do a lot. It is logging everything, but we have a huge forest right here, so I think the right thing to do is just moving a logging camp closer to, well, the logs. So we're going to put that right here, and they can start working on that. Let's give them a footpath, and then we move the other buildings that care about logs in a similar location. It sounded like if you do control, yeah, control and mouse wheel, you can actually control your curvature, which is cute. But this should be fine. Now there's a path. Everyone should be happy. These are the supplies that they just have to pick up somewhere. The saw pit, same thing. There's no reason for the saw pit to be really far away from where the logs are. So how about we just put you across from here? Closer to there? Yeah, that's fine. And then I believe this is a warning that, no, it's just exposed goods. We need to move them to a storehouse. And our current storehouse, where are you? You're sitting here. I don't want to move you, but maybe at some point I will reduce, I guess, construction. Yeah, we don't... That was scary. It stopped doing something, but it was just saving. We don't need construction materials here because this is city storage effectively, so everyone can get their stuff from there. But I do want all the construction stuff to be stored here. So how about we build a new storehouse? Very good. Can you actually fit here? I would like you to fit right here. That was my hope when I did stuff earlier. Come on, you can fit in here. Am I making this a little tight? Yeah, probably, but it will be fine. Let's add this to the road because paths are free. Let's call it paths, and that should be fine. The only thing we're missing out here is actually the ability to replant trees because they're not infinite. We do have a large forest here, but this is not infinite stuff, so let's give them a way to actually replant their stuff. And I like the idea of having you right next to the forester. That technically is a footpath desire here. Let's give him one. Why not? That's fine. Cool. And they can build their stuff. Let's speed this up a little bit. Why? There's just like a little fleck of light right here, but nowhere else. The shadows were doing a little crazy stuff there for just a second, but that's okay. So this looks good. This is fine. We have 7 unassigned workers and 15 assigned workers. Perfect. We have 2 empty houses, and I would like to see an empty houses counter or free villagers counter, and then an unhoused counter as well. But you can't have everything, and again, it's early access, so this is fine. But yeah, we have 22 living spaces. Like here, it could easily tell me 5 homeless, 2 empty houses, or something like that. It doesn't matter, but it's fine. We still have some room for some families to come in, which is the important part for what we were talking about here. Cool. Everyone's doing their things. This should take care of our food situation. If we look at this, we only have 1 veggie left, 5 eggs, and 150 berries. I don't know about you, but I don't think it can really survive off of berries. So that is a problem that we have to deal with at some point. Construction finish of the saw pit. Okay, let's assign someone here. The logging camp is about to be done. That is nice, so we can assign stuff there. I think our hitching post could get upgraded because all it takes is this. I don't know what a small stable is, how a small stable is better. Maybe there's more spacing or more other things, but that is all fine. And yeah, they can just move their stuff around and everything is good. I would recommend, if you start this game over, to not build small plots for a very long time. Later on, I would like to build a city. I would like to build the castle and all that stuff around my manor. But we're just not there yet. And this is just the starting phase. Okay, the next thing, could you just get this done, please? We have 6 people that are currently not working, and this shouldn't be that hard. The next thing we have to worry about is actually making more money, because our wealth is not where it needs to be. So what do we have? What do we have to trade with? We have stone. Currently there's no trade. So export this, double click on that, and just leave 40 here. It's only worth 1 wealth or 1 price per thing, but that is okay, I think. Logging camp is done. Let's assign at least, what do we do here? Let's assign 2 people for right now, so we have a little bit of extra logs sitting around. Forester, get 1 in there. And as you can see, our numbers are dwindling here. Like, I really want more families so I can do more stuff. But you can't expand, you cannot expand indefinitely, because at some point you will run out of food. And at least for now, our fuel has been stable. I know that we're still in the same month, or maybe 1 month advanced, but as long as that is stable and repeatable, because eggs you get all year round, I would guess, where vegetables you only get every once in a while. And there's an argument to be made that a person shouldn't have done this, where assigned just can I do something here? No. Where assigned just carrots or vegetables, but you gotta do something. How's stuff going over here? You are supplying to everyone but this house over here. Okay. I think it's just a matter of time, but I'm not sure about that. So we just have to keep an eye on that. But yes, trade is the next thing that I care about. And one of them is stone, hopefully. Actually, let's do this. Advanced, do not bring crops here, do not bring... Crafting materials are fine, construction materials are also fine. So those 2 can get brought down here. And then I would actually like to assign a person, because they're responsible for bringing stuff out here. The livestock place right now, I really don't have anyone any livestock that I need to buy or have money for. So how about we get another person here for more trade. and then look at our well, our access. We have a lot of planks. I would like to establish a trade route because this should increase the frequency at which we can sell this stuff, which would be good, and it's only a couple coins, and they get more expensive for every trade route you buy. There's actually a perk, a development point down here, trade logistics. Establish a new trade route always costs a maximum of 25 regional wealth. So we just doubled the cost. We double it one more time, and then we will never have to pay more than 25, but after 2 or 3 trade routes, you will easily get over 25 coins, depending on what type of trade route that is. And yeah, I feel pretty good about getting to that with the next point that we're getting. And we should be getting that either when I upgrade a couple buildings or when we get more people here. I don't know what the actual development for that looks like. And that's okay. Forager hut, just making sure here you have some herbs sitting there. People are running around, and we currently have 2 people assigned to you. We don't need that, but I would like 1 stall, at least covering the berry sale, because it's nice. Okay, these are all good. Hunting camp, you are happy. Woodworker camp, you are fine. Our fuel is still what it was before, which makes me a little worried, but I guess it's okay. Okay, trading post. What else can we do? We have stone now and planks. Cool. We have no crops, and I don't really have industries to do something with them, so we'll leave that alone. We are currently not having trouble with food, so I think I don't have to import anything. I'm definitely not exporting berries anymore. Yes, I know they give me a little bit of money, but I need it. We need berries to survive. Veggies, eggs, like all that other stuff, that's fine. We can leave it where it is. Materials. We're not producing much of this, and this is where I got carried away, because once I upgrade to the next housing level over here, you can actually get these different extensions. And joiners workshop, this is stuff that you can sell and that you can use and that you need. Like, you need all of this, but if you expand too fast, you're just gonna die. So don't do it. Don't fall into temptation. We have to find some other trade options for us right now. So yeah, nothing in food. Over here, also nothing, but I think iron slabs is something that we can easily establish, and we don't need it, and it's going to give us a lot of money. And what do we have to do to make this happen? Very simple. We have an iron deposit, a rich iron deposit out here, and we have 4 empty workers, so let's get on this. Mining pit right there. That looks good. Give me a path, click R, and then let's see, can I want to do the curvature thing. I don't love or hate any of this, so this, I guess, is a fine path. And then, yeah, someone can go and build something that's a little further away from everything that we're doing, but it's just the way it is. So we'll just survive that. And now we technically have iron coming in. What do you do with iron? Well, look at our industries. Over here, we can turn iron ore into iron slabs that needs firewood. Okay, so we have to provide firewood if we want to build this, but that is a small price to pay. And then we can use iron slabs and craft tools. Must be refueled. So what this is telling me, that it may... Should I point you that way or the other way? I kind of want to point you the other way. Why? There you go. What is this telling me? That it's very likely that the woodcutter's lodge that we have right now may not be able to supply enough fuel for these guys. And fuel, just to be fair, can be firewood or charcoal. And charcoal is something that's also on the list down here that you can unlock effectively. 1 firewood into 2 charcoal. Okay, I think that's a good thing, but that also means you still need more firewood. So one of the things that I actually want to do is get 1 more firewood producer, which would be Woodcutter's Lodge. I will put them out here because it's relatively close to the city, so workers should have a pretty easy time to get something done out there. Are you done with the deposit yet? No. Let's put that on high because I would really, really like to see the money coming in for that. Okay, let's speed this up and see how this develops. You have food, 7 months. And fuel, 5 months. Okay, and the winter months, they do consume more fuel, which makes sense because it's cold. So they need more warmth, and that's what they're going to take from you. So this all looks fine. What's this one? Generic stores full, exposed stocks are getting soaked. Uh, I mean, these are it's just firewood. It's not ideal to have it sit here, and there's no way that I know of right now that I could make this, that I could make that get picked up. Yes. So, that's just a thing. There is something to be said of, there is firewood here. We have one person currently working there. I wonder, saving finished, thank you very much. I wonder if if my problem is that I don't have enough firewood storage. Because there's firewood, no, firewood is not full. And where are woodcutters? Advanced, no. People, yes. You are gathering, peddling, transporting, gathering, waiting. What are you waiting on? You are waiting on being in the house and not doing anything. Alright, I guess you can't sleep every once in a while. I don't know. Let's not make that a habit. And you're really far away. You're actually really far away. So yeah, we do have an option to optimize our production, because in reality I wanted all of these people to work in the farmhouse, but then I guess they're not that far away. It's a small jaunt getting out here, and that's fine. Okay, these are done. Bloomery, get me one of those, get me one smithy, and then give me one in the mining pit, and just let them get done. Let them produce a little bit of their wares, and then we can start flogging them. What do we have? I did see that we can make iron slabs into tools, so I'm very curious. I wonder if I should sell my dies right now. We have 148 in the bank, which is cool. Let's look at this. Commodities, tools. Tools are worth more. Okay, but you require a route, and this is where it gets expensive. 72 for this one to establish it. It's usually 12. You have to sell 12 units before it's worth it for the trade route, which is why I would like to use that extra point to sell that. So what I'm going to do is just set up the raw resource. Well, iron slab is already set for that. And we'll just leave it alone. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. We have 2 people available, and we do have 24 families. So at this point, yeah, our food rations and our fuel is going down still. Woodcutters, I expect you to actually be able to handle this, because there's really not a big reason for you not to. And I guess we have another woodcutter here, and we have 2 extra workers, so throw 1 in there, and then they can do what they need to do. This is all good stuff. We're on a pretty good spot, I think. The next thing that we need to do is, besides surviving, which is not guaranteed yet, besides surviving, is we actually have to start building up ourselves. Right now, we have 160 days before the raiders are coming, and to increase our money so we can hire some mercenaries, or to get some influence, we need a manor. You want to do that right now? Sure. We can at least plan it. We'll see when they get done building it, but there you go. Administration. There's my manor. Where do you want to put that? Really doesn't matter. What is our problem? What do we not have? We should have... What are we missing? I think we have everything. We may not have enough planks right now. Is that true? Did we not assign the plank guy? Plank guy is assigned. Very interesting. Construction material. Yeah, we only have 10 planks. Oh, because we just sold a bunch of planks, isn't it? Is that what we did? Yes, I set this to way too low. Let's set it to a 30. And then it should be fine. Yeah, there's that trade route that is causing that delay. Who can we talk to get an extra person out of this? I don't know. But I will see you next time. Potentially in the middle of winter. I don't know, but take it slow. It's the only way you're going to be happy with things, with how they're shaping out. Otherwise, you will probably run into issues. It is September. Perfect. Yes. Thanks so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. And again, if you want some early access to any of this, just make sure you come by. Hey guys. How's it going? What are you selling? Nice back-to-back, huh? Yeah. Okay, cool. Just selling to that bush over here? Love it. Cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Step right up and sample.